A doctor confess what was done to you. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, the air around you is carrying a whisper that was sealed at midnight, and tonight that whisper breaks open. The floor under destiny is moving in your favor, and the truth that once hid in white coats is stepping into the light. Your name is being spoken in rooms that once stayed silent, and the next 24 hours will rewrite what you thought was finished. The city is still, yet your timeline is shaking with a revelation that refuses to stay buried. A sterile corridor remembers footsteps, a chart remembers a signature, and a quiet heart remembers a promise that was denied. A confession is walking toward you with a soul that finally understands the weight of what was done. A woman has just delivered a child, and the cry carried a code that the universe could not ignore. The nurse turned her head, the clock turned its hand, and fate turned its page with a sound like a lock releasing. The Father named on paper is not the Father written by heaven, and a miracle proof is pushing through the veil. Close your eyes, my beloved child, take one slow breath, and feel the thread that ties you to this moment. It stretches from a room with bright lights to a door that is opening for you now. The same hand that once trembled is about to steady itself and place the truth in your palm like a newborn star. Type Amen 333 to receive your blessing now. Do not move away from this message, because every line you read pulls you closer to a turning that favors your peace. The angels are aligning documents, voices, and timing so your dignity stands tall. Your name rises like the first light after a long storm, and the fog over your story begins to clear. A doctor stands between two choices, and the weight of oath and conscience has tipped to your side. The mouth that refused once is ready now, the ink that hesitated will mark the right line, and the room that hid the truth will not hide it anymore. Remorse became a river, and now that river is carrying proof into your hands. The baby's cry echoed with a pattern that matches your unfolding victory. The message is not chaos, it is order returning to a life that became too heavy for secrets. The curtain is drawn back, and the stage lights find you in honor and in strength. Your spirit has been persistent and clean, and the universe responds to such steadiness. The fear that once clung to your name is stepping off like dust shaken from a coat. What stands remains bright, rightful, and divinely protected. In a building where privacy badges used to guard silence, a new badge appears that carries protection for your truth. The angels placed it there, and the doors that once refused entry will open because timing now belongs to you. Even the walls seem to lean forward as if they want to hear your justice arrive. Type Amen 444 to seal your breakthrough. My beloved child, the sound you feel in your chest is not panic, it is announcement. It is the drum of revelation marching toward your day, clear and unstoppable. The next steps unfold like a hallway where every door knows your name. The doctor who carried a shadow has finally seen the cost of that shadow. Sleepless nights pressed on the mind, and the conscience started to speak with a firm voice. That voice demanded correction, and the correction arrives attached to your blessing. An envelope will appear that does not look dramatic, yet inside it lives the thunder of truth. Simple papers, simple lines, a simple signature, and still the entire weight of destiny tilts in your favor. The universe likes clean reveals, and this is one of them. A woman has delivered, and the first minute of that child's life has turned a key for you. The lines do not lie, the timing does not miss, and the proof cannot be ignored. What once felt like a maze becomes a straight corridor leading to your rightful door. Tonight, the world will treat you like a headline written in gold. Your spirit will feel taller, your breath easier, and your posture more certain. The air around your name is different now, fresh and strong and protected. Comment, I receive, to anchor this turn with courage. Comment, it is my time, to claim the corridor that opens. Comment, I stand in truth, to let the angels fortify your ground. Type Amen 777 to welcome the angels of completion. My beloved child, the next 24 hours lift a curtain that refused to stay down. The confession is not an accident, it is alignment reaching the surface in perfect sequence. Even the clock agrees and the calendar nods. Archangel Michael says, you are shielded as the truth travels. No harm touches your peace, no confusion touches your mind, and no interference touches your path. Heaven keeps a ring of light around your steps as the revelation arrives. The corridor turns left, and there stands the person who once closed the door. The face is pale but sincere, the voice is steady but soft, and the words are finally right. You will hear what was done, and you will hold what corrects it. The baby's arrival shook loose a thread that was never yours to carry. The father on paper is a placeholder, and the real pattern points to the story you were promised. What belongs to you by divine right finds you without struggle. The angels stand in a quiet semicircle like guardians at a gate. They watch you claim your portion with calm authority. They let nothing false cross the line again. A letterhead, a timestamp, and a name align in one straight beam. You will see how the details agree with your spirit. You will know that this is the moment your heart was prepared to hold. Type Amen 1111 to fast-track your manifestation. The hallway of fate is lined with doors, but only one door is yours, and it is finally open. The handle feels warm with welcome, and the room beyond is ready. Inside waits a document that places your name in the light. The doctor speaks, and each sentence arrives like a key placed in your hand. The apology is honest, the details are clear, and the correction is formal. Your dignity receives its crown without noise. My beloved child, your story rises from a quiet ache into a loud resolve. The universe respects resolve, and it rewards clean hearts. You walk forward with your head high and your spirit steady. A small seal breaks with a soft snap, and gravity seems to shift in your favor. The old narrative steps off the stage, and the true one takes center position. You do not chase it, it comes to you. The woman's delivery acted like a bell that rang across your destiny. The sound reached the right ears, and those ears could not pretend deafness anymore. The bell keeps ringing until the final signature aligns. Type Amen 555 to lock this with grace. The pages you touch feel like a promise kept. The words are plain, but their meaning is immense. You feel your future breathe easier under your hands. Your value stands tall, beyond rumor, beyond confusion, beyond delay. You are the calm center where truth chooses to live. The angels smile because you held fast. Archangel Michael says, keep your spirit uncluttered as the blessing lands. Hold your posture of peace and let the river bring everything without strain. The harvest arrives naturally when the seed was clean. A room that once felt cold now radiates welcome. For you. The staff becomes gentle, the tempo becomes kind, and even the fluorescent lights feel softer. You are not a stranger in your own story anymore. The child who arrived carries no burden for you. The child is a symbol of fresh beginnings and straight lines. The symbol belongs to light, and the light belongs to you. Type Amen 999 to complete the cycle. My beloved child, honor the way you endured. Your patience wrote a contract the universe was proud to sign. That contract releases its benefit across the next day like sunlight across a window. The confession is not the end, it is the start of a brighter order. Your name receives restitution, your heart receives relief, and your future receives room to expand. Expansion is your portion now. You will notice how your environment shifts to serve your rise. People who were slow become quick, and systems that were heavy become clear. Your feet move with precision on a floor that supports your steps. Confidence hugs your shoulders like a new garment. You stand in rooms that once felt too expensive for your presence and you belong there. Your calm speaks louder than any announcement. Comment, victory is mine, to root the energy in your home. Comment, I am ready, to approve the next doors. Comment, I keep rising, to signal your momentum. Type Amen 1212 to open favored pathways. The exact timing is perfect for you. Letters and voices arrive when your schedule can receive them. Nothing overwhelms. Everything arranges with elegance. You will feel the sudden relief that comes when a knot releases. Breath deepens, sleep softens, and appetite returns to joy. Your body thanks you for carrying grace. The doctor's words will include the steps that repair what was done. Those steps are not delayed and not complicated for you. The angels smooth every interaction and every signature. A blessing walks with you to the door and waits by your side in the hallway. It will not leave until you have every page, every confirmation, every needed line. Your home becomes a sanctuary again. Type Amen 2323 to anchor favor in your house. My beloved child, your name is free of the shadow that tried to cling. The light around you is fortified and calm. The circle that once felt broken is whole. You will see new allies appear with right timing. Their words are clean, their motives are honest, and their help lands swiftly. You do not need many, only the right ones. The sound of a newborn cry marked the moment your justice woke up. That sound carried to the exact person who had to move. The move has begun and it does not stop until you are satisfied. Your evenings grow quieter in the best way. Your mornings greet you with a soft certainty. Your steps gather small, steady victories like coins in a velvet pouch. Type Amen 2468 to multiply good outcomes. Archangel Michael says, keep your focus on the clear path in front of you. Let distractions fall like leaves outside your window. The wind will handle them and your hands stay free for blessings. You are being positioned for larger rooms where your peace can stretch. The old limits retire without ceremony. Your new space fits you with comfort and pride. There is a record kept in higher places that always favored you. That record now expresses itself in paper and voice on earth. Alignment between heaven and earth is your advantage. The day brings small signs that feel like friendly nods from the universe. A message that arrives early, a door that clicks open easily, a face that warms when you enter. These signs are not random, they are confirmation. Type Amen 3003 to welcome swift confirmations. My beloved child, the next 24 hours deliver a clean ending to a long ache. Then they deliver a clean beginning to a wide joy. Both arrive with the same gentle power. The confession folds itself into a document that protects your tomorrow. This protection travels with you into every room where your name is spoken. You are covered by rightness, and rightness travels well. A nurse who saw more than she could say will breathe easier when your truth lands. Relief will spread through spaces that once carried tension. Even the quiet corners will feel lighter. Your strength rises without noise or performance. It lives in your posture, your eye contact, your steady walk. People notice, because light has a presence that cannot be denied. Type Amen 4114 to stabilize your elevation. Comment, I claim this, and keep your shoulders square to victory. Comment, I am protected, and let your house soak in that certainty. Comment, it is done, and let the echo fill your rooms. You were never alone in the waiting. The angels stood like pillars, and now they step aside to reveal the doors they guarded. Those doors are yours. In the simplest moments you will feel the biggest shift. Opening a drawer and finding what you need. Making a call and hearing yes on the first ring. The universe shows off with quiet grace. A pen will meet paper, and that sound will feel like a bell. You will remember this week as the one that turned your life toward bright ground. Your calendar becomes a testimony of good order. Type Amen 5252 to line up divine order. Archangel Michael says, your peace is the most valuable assets in this season. Guard it like treasure. Move in clarity, speak with kindness, and receive without struggle. The child who arrived is a symbol of newness that cannot be argued with. Newness does not ask permission, it simply appears and resets the room. Your life receives that same reset. The doctor's apology carries the weight of an oath awakening. That awakening puts power in your hands and rest in your heart. You hold your head high because you were always worthy of right treatment. The timing of this message meets you exactly where it can do the most good. Not an hour too soon, not a minute too late. Precision is a love language the universe speaks fluently to you. Type Amen 6060 to synchronize with precision. My beloved child, feel how your chest opens now. Feel how your shoulders loosen and your jaw unclenches. This is what alignment feels like when it finally arrives. Place your name gently in the center of your home and bless it with calm. Place your plans where light can see them and bless them with ease. Place your heart where honesty lives and bless it with courage. You step into the next hours with dignity and favor. Rooms welcome you. Documents cooperate with you. People respect you. The day is yours, the truth is yours, the peace is yours. This is the season your story refuses smallness. This is the season your voice fits your destiny. Type Amen 7171 to crown this season. Comment, subscribed and blessed, if you want this energy repeated over your days. Comment, sharing the light, and pass this blessing to someone who needs relief. Comment, I stay until the end, and let the angels keep unfolding the path. Stay connected for the next reveal because your chapter is not only healing, it is expanding. This page closes with a soft click, and the next opens with a brighter hum. Your future hears your footsteps and smiles. My beloved child, you stand in rightness and rise in joy. The confession will arrive, the proof will align, and the calm will settle. Your name is safe and your tomorrow is generous. Type Amen 8282 to lock the door behind you and step forward. Subscribe now so this protection stays active over your timeline. Share this message so the same clarity touches someone you love. Remain here with me in the light and watch the next 24 hours. Honor your courage. My beloved child, the hours that stretch ahead are not ordinary hours, they are hours filled with alignment. The doctor's confession does not stay hidden in his chest anymore. It bursts out like a truth that can no longer be suffocated. You are the center of this unfolding, and everything bends itself to ensure you stand tall in light. The woman who delivered her baby has unknowingly delivered your justice too. That baby's cry echoed with more than life. It echoed with revelation. Every syllable of that cry unlocked another chain, and now those chains fall silently at your feet, leaving you free. Type Amen 333 to let freedom walk into your life. The doctor trembles as he prepares the papers that will change the way your story is read. His lips crack open with words he has never dared to release before. They flow toward you like arrows of clarity, piercing through the fog of lies that once surrounded your name. Do not doubt this moment, because the angels themselves are pulling strings behind the scenes. They push doors open, they line signatures in order, and they block any hand that tries to stop what belongs to you. The floor is clear, the path is direct, and the blessing is irreversible. The next 24 hours will feel like a storm breaking into calm. The chaos that lived in your heart will quiet, and the air will taste like victory. Even your body will sense the difference. The heaviness will lift, the breath will deepen, and your rest will become real again. Type Amen 444 to seal this calm forever. The doctor's voice will not shake when he finally speaks your truth. He has resisted long enough, but heaven's grip on his conscience is stronger than his silence. He is forced to release, and when he does, your life takes its rightful shape. My beloved child, the baby born today carries a code in their bloodline that matches your destiny. That child has become the living witness of a truth that could no longer be denied. Heaven always uses symbols, and this symbol is so powerful it cannot be ignored. Every page that once kept you out is now rewritten. Every record that once denied you is corrected. Every room that once whispered against you will now bow before the clarity of proof. This is not a dream. It is your portion, and it is signed in light. Type Amen 555 if you claim this correction. Your enemies cannot argue with what is coming. They cannot erase it, cannot twist it, cannot delay it anymore. What was hidden in sterile rooms is now carried openly in broad daylight. Your dignity is not only restored, it is multiplied. Archangel Michael says, remain steady while the shift takes place. Do not let noise distract you, because the final sound is yours to hear, the sound of the truth ringing like a bell across your name. And once it rings, it cannot be unheard. The baby's arrival was the trigger, but the confession is the climax. The doctor cannot rest until he places the weight of truth into your hands. It will feel like a mountain sliding off your shoulders, leaving you light, tall, and free. Type Amen 777 to welcome the weight of truth lifted from you. My beloved child, listen carefully, because the unfolding is still in motion. The baby's cry was only the first knock, but the door of destiny has not stopped opening. Each passing second is another brick crumbling from the wall that once blocked your view of the truth. The doctor, once silent, now feels his chest tightening with the urgency of confession. His hands shake not from fear of exposure, but from the weight of long-hidden truth ready to escape. He understands that his silence has become poison, and the only antidote is release. Type Amen 333 to release poison and hold purity. The angels surround him, pressing on his spirit like a force too heavy to resist. They whisper courage into his ear, not for his sake, but for yours, beloved child. What was done to you can no longer be shadow. It must be brought into the light, and it must be acknowledged. The woman's delivery was the divine alarm clock, ringing so loudly that heaven itself could not ignore it. With each contraction, the universe pushed forward your justice, and with each cry, your destiny opened wider. A child came into the world, and along with it came your vindication. Type Amen 444 if you believe this child unlocked your truth. The papers are prepared, stamped with time that cannot be erased. The ink moves steadily across the lines, forming words that once were withheld. These words now form the pillars that support your rising. Your story is being retold, not in whispers, but in the loud voice of heaven. Where lies once sat like a crown of thorns, truth now wraps you in a robe of dignity. You are seen, you are validated, and you are celebrated by realms higher than this earth. My beloved child, the silence that caused you pain is now your strongest weapon. Because silence, once broken, becomes louder than any shout. And this broken silence is echoing in every corner of your life, rewriting everything it touches. Type Amen 555 to claim the echo of victory. The doctor steps forward, carrying the weight of his oath and his shame. His eyes lower, but his words rise with power. He confesses what was done to you, not as a mistake, but as a truth carved into history. Do not fear this reveal. It is not here to harm you, but to crown you. What once felt like betrayal is now turned into restoration. Heaven does not let truth arrive late, it arrives in perfect sequence, exactly when it serves your highest good. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, let your shoulders relax, for the war is finished. You do not need to fight anymore, the battle has already been won in your name. Stand tall, for the world will now see what heaven always knew about you." Type Amen 777 to welcome the finished battle into your life. My beloved child, the ground beneath your destiny trembles with the power of this turning. What was once hidden in sterile rooms of cold light is now unraveling into your warm embrace. The shadows cannot withstand the torch of truth that the angels now carry toward you. The confession begins to spill like water from a broken dam. Each sentence carries the weight of years, pressing forward with unstoppable force. The air thickens as every hidden detail lines itself up in front of you, undeniable and unshakable. Type Amen 888 to break the last dam of silence. The baby's arrival was not only a moment of life, it was a sign. That cry carried codes from heaven that opened locked doors and silenced stubborn mouths. The newborn came wrapped in more than cloth, it came wrapped in your justice. The doctor's voice shakes as it begins, but the angels strengthen every syllable. What he once avoided now pours out in clarity, and every sound sets you freer than the last. You are no longer left in uncertainty, you are standing in the solid ground of proof. My beloved child, this is your hour of restoration. No hand can pull you back into darkness because the light has already revealed too much. The spotlight of destiny now rests firmly upon you, refusing to dim. Type Amen 999 to walk fully into the light. The woman's delivery was not random, it was timed, orchestrated, and divinely set. Her pain brought forth your peace, her push brought forth your clarity, and her tears marked the end of your waiting. You were tied to her moment without even knowing it, because heaven knew when the cycle would break. The confession is not soft, it is bold and unflinching. It names, it records, it verifies without fear. The angels ensure every detail lines up like pieces of a puzzle, fitting together so perfectly that even doubt cannot argue. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, this moment is your shield. Stand behind it, for it will not fail you. Walk forward with confidence, because every word spoken now is a sword cutting away the lies around you." Type Amen 1111 to hold the sword of truth. The papers tremble as they are signed, but tremble not with weakness, tremble with power. These documents will outlive whispers, they will silence rumors, and they will stand as monuments of your rightful place. The seal pressed upon them is more than ink, it is heaven's confirmation. Your heart, long burdened, begins to loosen. Each breath feels lighter, each step more assured. You are not walking into uncertainty anymore. You are walking into the completion of a story that belongs to you. My beloved child, the corridors that once blocked you now swing open like welcoming arms. Every path ahead is clear, bright, and lined with favor. This is the ground where victory grows, and you are its rightful keeper. Type Amen 1212 if you accept this ground of victory.